Hey guys, how are we? I'm Tris and today I'm going to be reviewing Kunai. Now today's review is going to be a bit different since I don't actually have a copy of the Nintendo Switch version, but this game is actually on Nintendo Switch as well. I'm just going to be playing it on Steam. I hope you guys really enjoy this. Also, real big thank you to the developers for actually sending myself a copy of the game. I really appreciate that and it's been really interesting to play. Let's jump into that review today. Kunai is a Metroidvania game that's just been released for PC and Nintendo Switch today on the 6th of February. It was developed by Turtle Blaze and published by the Arcade Crew. Now in Kunai, you play as Tabby, a killer robot infused with the soul of an ancient warrior. You will join the resistance to fight against a robot uprising which has nearly wiped out humanity. Destroy Lamunkus, the malicious AI that leads the robot uprising, and take back control of the world. Throughout your playthrough, you will encounter many wide range of environments, all with a minimalistic palette. My personal favourite environment being the resistance camps, as they are adorned with amazing allies. To progress through each area, you will need to complete platforming challenges or unlock new equipment. Some parts of the area you are based in may be inaccessible the first time you reach there, but when you unlock new equipment, head back and you will have new locations to explore that were previously inaccessible. Starting off with your katana, you can find new equipment to help you progress further in the game. Some of these are kunai, shuriken, double jump boots, and more. When you reach resistance camps, you can also upgrade your equipment. For example, charge attacks and coin magnet, with lots of other upgrades too, which unlock when you get more items. Charge attacks are really awesome as well, which when used a red circle appears around your target and you can unleash a flurry of attacks by repeatedly tapping the attack button. The enemies you face while playing the game are also really cool. From your basic no attack bots, to the ever annoying wasp bots, and the gunners. There is a great variety of attack patterns to learn so you can master slaying every enemy. Moving on to bosses. Straight away, they are very visually appealing. Not overly easy and include awesome music as well. I personally really enjoyed the fights and found that the difficulty was fair for the area they were based in. I also loved the garbage collector as one of my favourite bosses. They looked awesome, had a funky track accompanying them, and interesting attack patterns as well. Also, when you defeat a boss, you unlock a new hat to wear, which is really weird, but I quite like that. I like a little touch of customization like that to a game like this. As Kunai is a Metroidvania, you will want to explore every nook and cranny and find those secret areas. They will have treasure from coins to hats and even heart pieces, and combine your heart pieces together and you increase your health. My favourite platforming experience throughout this game is using the kunai to propel Tabby through the air. It is incredibly smooth and I never had any difficulty with the controls or mechanics of this game. One thing I did find slightly a bit weird, but I got used to it, was the use of vines, which actually end up jumping up. The first few tries when I was going on them, I didn't know what was going on and I just saw like a weird slow fall of the character, but then I understood what was actually happening. You're supposed to slow your fall anyways. Moving on to visuals. Kunai's pixelated environments include a minimalistic palette which is incredibly charming. Using the palette this way was a great idea from the devs, as they juxtapose the colours from scenery with the enemies, making Tabby and the Resistance's blue shine more in the areas they're in, as well as the enemies red. And I really like that they've used blue and red and in such a colour too. The vibrance was great and I really enjoyed this part of the game as well. I also really enjoyed the cute expression from Tabby, whether it was a concentration face, adorable eyes on unlocking new equipment, or even the epic cutscene when you get a new item. That kind of Saitama-esque face when you're actually seeing your protagonist getting a new item was really cool, and I like those kind of hints to anime like that. It was a great addition to the game, and not to mention how cool it feels to deflect a flurry of bullets. You see massive gunner tanks and they're shooting bullet after bullet at you, and when you're deflecting them back, it's really, really fun. I felt like, heck yeah, this is awesome, and you feel kind of powerful from doing that. The enemies reanimating is also super cool. It's also interesting to see that they're generally based on 90s computers, while the protagonist is a tablet, more modern technology. Maybe this could be the devs saying how new technology is destroying old tech, especially when you encounter the mass graves of fallen enemies in the scenery, which just reminds me of when you actually go to the dump and they have the electronics section and it's just literally old 90s monitors stacked up there in a decaying pile of technology, I guess. The Tab OS menu screen is another thing I enjoyed about the game, with its awesomely just simplistic aesthetic and that kind of hint back to older technology in general. Now let's talk audio. Kunai has wonderfully crisp audio that really suits the environment it's in. Whether it's the Quantum Forest, an epic boss fight and more, I love the music. Sound effects were also great and I never found myself bored of the audio, which is really strange for me. I generally find it really hard to keep paying attention to a game and listening to the audio, and when you have something like this, it was really good. They pulled it off quite well with the audio there. Now today, Kunai receives 5 out of 5. It is an amazing game that you guys need, especially if you're a Metroidvania fan like myself. It boasts stunning pixel visuals, a brilliant soundtrack, it was very fun to play, and at the perfect price point as well, and lots of content. I feel like this game you can keep playing and playing and playing. There is a lot to find and explore in Kunai. I had one of the best times actually reviewing this game, and I've been reviewing a lot and actually taking into consideration what I think is going to be a good game that I think you guys will enjoy. And when I got to play this, holy heck. I want to say, devs, you've done a fantastic job. Thank you so much for sending myself a key, because it is really good. I had such a great time playing this game. And so smooth through every single transition, which is something I'm really quite picky on, especially when I'm doing platformers or Metroidvanias, anything like that. Anyways, I hope today's review has actually helped you decide whether or not you're going to buy the game or not. Also, thank you so much for watching as well. I really appreciate it. Also, on a side note, it's raining here and it's been raining heavily all day, so we're going to have a bit of background noise. So I apologize for that in advance. It kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyways, I also stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays over at Twitch. The link's going to be in the description as well. I have a Twitter, I've got a Discord. There's a lot of stuff there. So if you haven't seen any of my stuff before, feel free to like and subscribe as well, so you can stay in contact with myself and what I actually do, because I try to make the best content I can for everyone out there, especially for the Nintendo Switch, because it's my favorite console of all time. Anyways, I'm Tris, also known as the official Phantom TV, and I'll catch you later in a further day. You have a great day or great night wherever you are in the world. See you then.